that like I move to adjourn?
I'll second.
Jill.
No Martha tonight.
That's unusual. I saw it today. She says you
Nobody
called
here
her.
tonight.
Meeting of January 2nd, 2019 will be called to order, please. Pledge, please.
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hey, thank you. Roll call, please.
That's yours. All right. Steve McConaty.
Here.
Rick St. Jean absent. Martha
He
Eldridge
was supposed to be here. I don't know what the hell happened. He must have
Tim
forgot.
Otterbach.
Here.
Zavas absent. Dennis Legendre.
Here.
Roy Barron.
Yeah, I guess so.
Condict Billings.
Here. Okay, nobody in the audience. Ed, you have anything to say, sir? Okay. Well, he usually,
He might, but probably not pertinent. No, I didn't say that.
well, I
Welcome
have to
back,
have
Ed.
public input, so he's the only
Right,
one.
right. Welcome back, Ed.
And Crystal's not here.
But
Nope.
Membership, Crystal Eldridge.
I have a letter, Town of Ossipee Planning Board, I'm writing to express my interest in becoming an alternate on your board. I am planning to become a full member after learning more rules and regulations. Crystal Eldridge.
She the young lady was here before?
Yes.
Yes, the heavy-set girl, but
Yep.
Laura has brought
Yeah.
up,
No, she have to be appointed by the selectmen?
after we recommend her, and,
The board's gonna recommend first.
I'll make a motion, we recommend her.
Hold on a second.
hold on a second.
I mean, hold on. She don't have to be here.
Point of order.
No, she doesn't have to be here, but she is on the Conservation Committee. Tim is on the Conservation
Right.
Committee.
Oh, she has to give up one. That I understand because I have the same problem.
So, with that stipulation, you want to nominate her as a alternate?
If she gives up one or the other, oh, she has to give
Well,
up the
she
conservation.
has to give up Conservation.
Yeah.
I'll make the nomination.
Or Tim could give it up.
That might happen in March anyway.
Yeah, but
Not,
she's
not
still-
by my doing.
Well, you can always resign.
I'd rather not.
There are people probably rather you did, though.
I know.
I know that feeling.
We're not going to have that discussion.
Okay, I make the nomination, the motion that she be allowed if she gives up the conservation because it's a conflict of interest, because of Tim Otterbach being on the same board, state law, etc.
Committee.
I'll second it.
I'll second.
I seconded it before you
Oh, I'm
said
sorry.
You're third then.
Yeah, okay.
it. Any more discussion? All those in favor? Motion carries. Next on the agenda is the minutes from the 18th of December.
I'll make a motion to accept them.
Anyone second?
I'll second.
Any discussion, corrections? Having none, all those in favor? Motion carries. No informal discussion. Unsatisfied conditions. We didn't ask for it, but we got a letter from Adam Riley, Fire Chief Corner, Ossipee Corner, that he's okay with the proposed subdivision dated November 2018 appears to meet all applicable codes enforceable through this department.
He's okay with which one now?
Mountain Granary.
Mountain Ray, thank you.
The one we just passed last week, meeting. Other than that,
That goes in the file, that's all.
Steve, Verizon,
You know more about that than I do, Connie.
I don't know anything about it.
I'm waiting for the fire chief. He's aware of it.
I shouldn't have given him the money.
You said the what?
I gave him money for the new engine. I shouldn't have given it to him till we got the letter.
I'll send a letter, you want your money back.
All right, we'll go on from unsatisfied. Unfinished business. First one is amendment 1, 2, 3, and 4. We do not have to discuss them because they're all mandated by state law changes.
This here is primarily just
They're all
for,
housekeeping.
yeah, they're mainly housekeeping, but this is just an update showing you what we've already voted on, what you guys have approved to go to ballot, and then where things are at.
Well, we still have to have a public hearing on them.
No, I realize that, and that's what this will be for.
Correct.
The only one we're working on is what's on your agendas.
Commercial uses. Sports and recreation, which is number 6, I believe. Number 5 has already been approved. Property management services, we've already completed.
And number 6 is what we're working on.
Correct.
Yeah, I'm looking for that, the definition of P. No, P1, P2.
Or anything in these, Steve, that you wanna add or take out?
Not at all. You mentioned through, Connie sitting down with the selectmen, I haven't had a chance to. I am wanting the agenda for Monday
All the abbreviated.
for next week,
Yeah.
for the amusement and recreation. Yeah, I'll fill them in.
So 5, 6, and 7 will be what you're discussing on the selectmen.
I'll be talking with the selectmen.
No, 5, 6, and 7.
Amusement and recreational
We've already
services.
approved.
But he is discussing with the selectmen these amendments. The first 4 are just housekeeping,
No, I realize that.
and the 5, 6, and 7 are not housekeeping, they are changes. So he's bringing them to the selectmen.
Amusement and recreational.
Where we
That's what I'm
left
bringing to
off-
the selectmen.
Where we
Property
left-
management services.
I'll bring it to their attention, but we're amusement and recreational services, that's what I'm thinking.
When we left off at the last meeting,
That was discussed the last meeting, that's right, with
This-
Mark.
he was asked to bring this to the selectmen
Correct.
because there's so many other ordinances that need changing.
Correct.
So there's no sense doing anything. It's
Well,
involved.
P1 and P2 is roadside and car. Why is this one not held at the same as everything else?
I don't know.
So basically, we need to move on.
Dennis, what are you questioning with the P1s and 2s?
Oh, stop it.
I guess, can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
On the commercial amendment 5, number 5,
Yeah.
In the table?
in the table FR, where it says property manager services, it's all straight Ps across the board.
Yeah.
But if you look at most of the others in the table, wherever you see this type of thing, it's P1 and P2. If it's in the corridor or what's it, corridor, and what was the other one?
Well,
Roadside.
that
Why-
needed to be tweaked.
Okay,
I put that in there only because the board has not voted on which districts they wanted that allowed and not allowed.
Right.
okay.
And P1 and P2 designate traffic, total average trips, daily rates, and things of that nature, and
Is that important?
I don't know.
I guess that's my question, I don't.
Well, the P stands for permitted in all areas.
Right, but this, this.
So,
But you have some restrictions in P1 and P2.
He's just questioning whether or not that particular one should reflect the same as the above, where they all
Should be
have
what?
P1s and P2s.
Steve will be
I don't-
talking to Selectmen about, I assume.
my opinion is no, they don't, because that's on traffic. Where a property maintenance service is not gonna have,
Exactly,
Yeah,
exactly.
well, I'm just
Like,
asking.
I mean,
'cause-
yeah.
No, it's a good question.
it's a good question,
But-
and I'm
but-
glad you brought it up. And it's like a personal service, you know, but everything you looked at, Dennis, they have quite a traffic count,
Yeah,
where,
this is just
what are they
a
gonna
few
do, pull
vehicles,
out?
yeah, a few
I'm
vehicles that
just
just-
asking because I wouldn't want somebody to come in here later and say, wait a minute,
Yeah,
you know, why are we treated completely different from someone else, that's all.
I
I just wanted to
understand.
make clear.
I thought them beams are for, so they can hang us.
So, yeah, you're right, Connie. We don't have to worry about the average number of vehicle trips in a service facility like that.
Yeah, I mean, you get,
A few a day, if he's really busy.
yeah,
Yeah,
I would say, Dennis, that, you know,
I don't have a problem with it, I just wanted to bring it up.
yeah, I don't have a problem with it either. And
do we need to vote on number 5, or have we already done that?
What do you
Okay.
well,
think?
we can vote on them, but until the public hearing,
Right.
it is not legal.
No,
We
no, I
have
mean,
to
as far as
accept
accepting the language that we're proposing, we've already
Correct.
done that.
That's already been done. for
That's what I
number
thought,
5.
yeah. So we have really no action other than just to review these, just to make sure that they,
They are all here because this is what's gonna be going
To the public
to the
hearing,
public hearing,
and that is scheduled for,
the next meeting.
okay.
we'll discuss that after we get through with this.
Okay.
Number 6. We have several definitions in the book that are contrary to this. Especially in definitions.
On page 83, amusement facility? No. I'm sorry, never mind.
Don't even look at amusement, you said.
No, I misread that. Where are our conflicts, Connie?
We have several.
This is what Steve was gonna take to the selectmen first.
Oh, okay,
So,
yeah.
And you should table
This
this,
new-
you should table that one tonight.
I think anything that's something to review should be tabled until it comes back. Selectmen.
I didn't hear you, what?
I said, anything that the selectmen will review should be tabled tonight until it comes back to the selectmen.
If
No,
they want
I
to sit
just-
down on this, they've come to me. They want to sit down on this one.
Yes, Dennis.
now, this new recreational service thing that we're adding, for sports and recreation,
Right.
is this going to change the way that we start to look at some of the festivities that take place? Because this is allowing, like showing a movie, an outdoor movie, or theater, or having a band. Those
And we
things,
are-
by this definition, they'll be able to have in town now, right?
Yes.
Right.
Under ours, but under the selectmen's ordinance,
Right.
no.
So that's why they have to review it as well.
Right,
Right.
but I'm saying if they agree to this, this will more or less do away with that.
With their, they will have to rescind their ordinance.
Right.
Oh, there's no sense in having this.
Or if they do not want to rescind their ordinance, then we
Withdraw.
have to withdraw this.
Right.
Sorry I'm late.
Or we would have to,
Stand in the corner.
we would have to put on the bottom, not recommended by the planning board.
Right. Sorry.
Number 7, I don't see any problem with it.
Once again, I don't think, until the selectmen review it,
Number 7.
we're wasting time.
Number 7 is all inside, Roy.
Selectmen don't review number 7?
Oh, they might review it, but
Can I explain number 7?
go ahead, Laura.
The last meeting, the board voted to recommend this definition be added under commercial uses. What we didn't do was assign it a letter within the table,
Oh, right. Right.
and that's where I kinda randomly just put it in as T, since that was the next one in line.
Right. Right. That was housekeeping,
No,
basically.
No,
no,
This
this is
is
a brand
new.
new category.
No, but what I'm saying is, we didn't have
I
that T
didn't catch that
designation,
one.
yes, so you were just following up with that.
Recreational, basically, probably ought to be allowed about everywhere, I think.
Well, this is an athletic facility, fitness facility.
Yep. And why shouldn't it be allowed whether in any corridor at this point?
Residential. I can see why we're not having it in the residential.
I don't see why not.
This is making Eddie Shannon's wife place legal.
I wasn't aware of it. My point is, if a fitness place usually ain't that big, it's usually in somebody's house. Generally speaking, we can put a size limit to it, I suppose,
Well,
but,
they wanted to put this down to Indian Mound,
Right,
that's fine.
where the hardware store used to
where
be.
the hardware store is.
Right.
And the guy didn't want to comply with the state law, so he never did it. And that would have fallen under this.
It didn't fall under the repairs that needed, is why he didn't do it.
No, I understand that, but he would follow
it
Under-
would have fallen under this,
That's, you're right. Right.
under this category.
Right.
That basically it's a housekeeping idea,
Mhm.
so that we identify it.
Well, I think, I don't have a problem unless they, as long as the limit is they can't just put a big building up without, you know what I'm saying? They wanna do an in-home
Well, if they
fitness.
put up a big building, well, it'd be a.
It'll be a site plan.
That's what I'm talking about, the big buildings. We should probably put an exception on the big building, but if they wanna do it in the home,
Yep.
convert a barn, something like that.
If it's gonna be commercial, I don't care where it is,
Right.
still has to come in for site plan.
Oh, it still have to have a site plan, but I don't have a problem with, as long as we limit to what size building they can put up or what they can do to a point in certain districts, like, if you got a big house in a village or a residential, why can't you have one in your big house? But you can't build a new building, but if it's commercial, you can do what you want, basically, but you still come before the board. And it still has to meet all codes that Steve would have to enforce.
An in-home business, you,
Yeah,
800 square feet.
Yeah.
That's really
Mhm.
business.
but,
That would fall under an in-home, we wouldn't get involved in it.
You wouldn't get involved. That's be residential, building, that would be one for it.
So that's why there's an in.
so basically all we're looking at is the big buildings they wanna build.
Or, like Bill Grover's house, used to be a gym downstairs. That was before you were around, Steve, I think.
No, I remember it.
That was after the drugstore.
Well, the drugstore's been gone 35.
I remember the drugstore unfortunately, and I remember the soda jerks.
Okay, so under athletic and fitness facilities, are we keeping it as N under residential and rural, or are we
Yes,
changing those to Ts?
Because both of those could come under, home occupancy. Home,
But this is saying it's not permitted.
That's right, you don't wanna put an end in, you gotta, it's gonna have to be permitted in
Right.
residential rural.
okay, I make a motion on T athletic / fitness facility that we have a P in all 6 columns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 columns,
So both rural and residential will change from no to
Yes.
permitted.
correct.
Okay.
I second.
Any more discussion about it? All those in favor? Motion carries. Okay, now. Laura, can you get, well,
Oh, are you okay with me assigning it as T?
yes. Yeah. The next one,
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
yeah.
Hopefully not, we just can't get a problem.
Fire.
Now, we can't do that, it'd be too good. That'd be too easy on you.
All right, Thursday the 10th, which is a week from tomorrow, we have to post all these.
They have to be posted by then, yes.
Last day to post.
Yeah?
Monday the 21st, between,
It's the last day to hold a public hearing.
we are on the 15th, and if we put that in on the 10th, it's not a 10-day notice. Public hearing.
Sure it will, because I can post the public hearing notice this week. All I
Right.
do is put up a notice saying, public hearing will be on the 15th for zoning ordinances.
But that has to be published.
It'll go out in the Conway Daily Sun this week and
All right,
it'll meet the
right.
10 days.
Right.
That'll work.
It's no different than me scheduling cases.
Oh, wait a minute. I'm thinking the 4th, all right.
You
You
missed
won't get
tomorrow.
them in tomorrow. Yes, you can get them in tomorrow for Friday.
Good Friday.
Okay,
Just.
all right. I'll make a motion that we have the public hearing on all the ordinances on February the 15th. All changes in the ordinances.
No.
No.
January 21st is the last day to hold the first public hearing.
The last day. You hold the first public hearing on the 15th.
Yeah?
You're before that 21st.
January,
But you said February.
Oh, I'm sorry, January,
January 15th.
next meeting, January 15th.
What's the motion
I'll
again?
second that motion.
I wanna see-
January 15th is our next meeting.
Exactly.
All
We will
right.
have a public hearing on the proposed changes to the Ossipee ordinances.
Okay, now we get that straight, he seconded it, we're all good to go.
That's the first public hearing.
That is the first public hearing. We do not have to set a second public hearing unless we make changes in the
Right.
first one.
Right, exactly.
So, any other discussion about it? All those in favor? Motion carries. The Barron petition that was presented by law has to be presented 120 days, no further than 120 days, no less than 90 days to the planning board. It was not submitted to us by the 12th of December, which was the cutoff, so it is dead for this year.
Which one was that?
For the outdoor barns and
Oh, right,
on separate piece of property.
right.
That means I do a new petition next year?
That's what they're planning, right, Steve?
Yes, sir.
So,
Oh, right, you're talking about the agricultural, whatever, right.
correct. This Steve brought forth, and we discussed it in a couple of meetings, and Steve said there's a petition coming out last meeting, and I found out that the petition was sent to the town clerk on the 12th, was rejected because there was no column for a person signing it to, what's the word I want?
Well, it was a restaurant. The Tuesday before, we didn't realize it had to be in the Tuesday after, everything. If somebody was gonna do it from the outside, the residents. But take it upon myself, I helped them out, this is what they wanted, and we forgot how you can sign your name, well, print your name. That's what you're missing.
Right,
We had
right.
two columns,
So
one
they
signed,
denied
one
it.
Right,
print.
right.
It will come back again next year, and I'll work a little harder with them.
So in the interim, how is that addressed in your office?
Same way it has been.
Not
Is
permitted.
it
So we're not, okay,
Not a minute, yeah.
That's simple answer.
It's not permitted.
Okay.
Nothing's changed.
All right.
I don't know of any other business to come in front of us.
Motion to adjourn then.
God, I shouldn't have bothered.
Made a motion to adjourn, second.
Second.
All those in favor? Motion carries.
Wow.
7:30, you are now dismissed.
That's a record.
Rick has to stay overtime, he's late.
Yeah, Rick has to stay till 7:45.
We forgot to put that in the motion.